Yes, welcome to Real Talk with Ghost and Big G. I am your host, Ghost.
I'm Big G.
Episode 147.
Episode 147 is here. We here, fellas. I say fellas.
Yeah. We say fellas.
Fellas, right, yeah.
we got a special guest joining us this week. Our old time friend.
Yes.
Known this brother for, over 20-some years, right?
Yeah, got to be now.
I remember the first time he tried to dunk on me. The first time, I said, I can't have that.
Yeah, so
what we working with now? I got like he's denying my dunks. I think that's constantly saying he dunked on me so many times.
Right.
I'm just like the whipping boy over here.
Yeah, so we got Artie from Brooklyn joining the Ghost and Big G podcast show this week, and we're going to discuss a lot of things, but most importantly, we've decided to bring Artie on here to give us the landscape of what's going on in Brooklyn. Brooklyn, if you're not a New Yorker, is one of the probably best boroughs, I would say, out of New York. Would you guys fellas agree with that?
Facts.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yes. So
I stayed there for a minute, you know.
Yeah, that's true. We did.
Yeah, we lived there for a minute.
We did. We lived there for a minute. We can sort of claim it.
Yeah.
So we got Artie to be here, our resident expert in Brooklyn, and now things are kind of lifting a little bit, I thought we would maybe get some insight from Artie to tell us what should we be doing in Brooklyn, what are the things maybe not to be doing, and we'll have a discussion about that. So he's gonna check in with us. We got the weekly rant and just a host of things that are going on this week that I think we should get into. Does that sound like a plan for everyone?
Absolutely.
It's not a good plan. I could work with that.
So we'll start off first with the weekly rant. Now, the weekly rant, for the new listeners, listen to it, is something me and Big G have always done to basically let things off our chest, things that have bothered us through the week. We get on the podcast, we share it with the listening audience, and they give us their feedback on if we handled the situation correctly. So with Artie joining us, he will be participating in the weekly rant as well. Yeah. And then we'll go with a host of other things to follow. So with that being said, who wants to go first? Go first with the rant. You want to?
I'll go first. I'm the guest. The guest go first.
Wait a second. Wait. Now, you can't sit here and tell us when you get to go.
He was just throwing out there, Artie. It wasn't expect you to say you go now. You know?
Exactly.
I'm sorry. That's a Brooklyn thing. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But he's right though. Guests first.
Yeah,
Ladies and guests are always first.
Right.
So I do agree with that. All right. So we're gonna let Artie kick it off with the weekly rant, and then I guess we'll follow up with you, Big G.
Yeah.
All right, sounds like a plan. So here we go. So this actually happened to me today.
Okay, recent rant. Nothing better than a recent rant. I like that.
This happened to me today. So I have a 2017 Honda Pilot that I'm leasing.
Okay.
Right? So during the pandemic, they gave you a reprieve where you didn't have to make your monthly payment for a couple months. And a lot of companies were doing this, right?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Flexibility.
Time out a second.
I know where you're going.
I just want to make sure I heard right. You're saying that there was a way that you didn't have to pay because of the pandemic?
You didn't have to pay at that time, but eventually you would have to make up that payment.
Right.
Okay.
But they were giving you like a break for a couple months.
Yeah.
Okay, I got to try that.
Just in case there were other things that you needed to pay for. They knew people were going through some things.
Makes sense.
People got laid off. So what happened was when we took advantage of those 2 months, you got to make up for it on the back end. So normally my lease would be expiring in January, would have expired in January.
Okay.
But because we took those 2 months, our lease is now expiring
in March.
So March 20th. But what happens is, which I didn't think about, is now my inspection sticker is expiring in February. Which under normal circumstances that wouldn't have been a problem,
right?
But because my lease got extended, so now I got 20 days before my lease is up that my inspection sticker is going to be expired. So I'm like trying to figure out what to do, right? So the Brooklyn side of me is like, yo, just wing it.
Just wing it, right?
20 days, just don't get caught.
Take your chances.
Yeah, don't get caught. You got 20 days. But me realizing, like, with work now, I'm traveling all over the city and I'm parking everywhere. So it's like, do I really want to take that
Yeah,
risk?
you get them tickets, right?
Yeah, get that ticket. Like that ticket is going to be more than it costs for me to just get the inspection. So I'm like, all right, I might as well just go get the inspection.
Right.
So I get there, and of course I try to finagle something, right? I'm like, hey, listen, my lease is up March 20th. This inspection sticker is expired at the end of February. Like, I basically just got 20 days. Can you give me like a discount? Can you give me like a 1 month inspection sticker? Like, I don't know.
Right.
I'm trying to come up with anything, right?
Right.
Not pay the full price because it's $40 basically.
Okay.
So I'm paying $40 for 20 days. And he was basically, no, you got to pay for the inspection sticker or just go without it. So my rant is, I'm annoyed that I just paid $40 for 20 days, and then when I get the new car, I'm gonna have to get another inspection sticker.
Right.
So I guess my question to you guys is, would you sort of like try to escape for those 20 days, or would you just pay it and not have to deal with that headache or risk of getting a ticket?
See, this is Big G. So my advice to you is this: that my wife's car was, since the pandemic, she's working from home, right? So she hasn't been the car hasn't been going out that much. So make a long story short, I took the car out to get some meat the other day, and I looked up. The inspection sticker was 8 months expired.
8 months?
8 months expired. So I'm driving around. I'm driving like 5 miles per hour. I don't want no problems. I don't want to hit nobody. I want no issues. So I got the food, came back home, parked it, got the inspection next day, whatever. And so you did the right thing. You did the right thing, because you could have so many problems. That $40 could have cost you a lot more problems later on if you stayed with that. Yeah, so you did the right thing.
It's funny you bring that up, because my rant was actually in reference to an inspection sticker. That's just crazy that you said it. So I'll kind of piggyback mine onto yours. But to answer your question, granted, it's only $40, right?
Right.
But the problem I have is the principle of it.
I'm about to say it's principle.
It's the principle of it. I'm paying. Usually, inspection sticker is good for a year, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm paying for something I'm using for a couple of weeks.
Right.
Now, what is the fee for getting a violation on an inspection sticker? Does anyone know?
No, it's probably like sure. 40. I'm guessing it's probably like $40-50.
$40-50.
Right.
That's what I was thinking.
That's each time you get caught, though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That made me change my mind, because I was thinking if the fee is $50 the one time, I think I may risk it. Yeah. I think I may just try to go without it. $40 if I get caught, fine, I get caught. But also, you have a little bit of leverage. We are in a pandemic.
Yeah.
They are waiving a lot of those inspections, registrations, things of that nature. So if you did get caught, you can say, hey, look, thing is up. My lease is up at such and such a time. You probably would get a break.
Well, that's after the fact. You're still going to get that ticket, and then you're going to have to fight it. Number one.
In court,
Number two, the city and the state are broke. So they're trying to get as much money as they can. So
good point.
Trust me, they are definitely going to hit you with that ticket if they see it.
So you're saying that you would have took it, right? Big J, you said you would have paid it.
I would have paid it, yeah.
Artie would have paid it. I'm
Artie
not paying it.
Artie did pay it.
Artie
did pay it.
Yeah.
It's the principle. I can't. This is a lease car that's going back. I am not paying. Not paying.
Right.
I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Can't do it. Won't do it.
What if you hit somebody though?
The inspection has nothing to do with hitting someone. This is not car insurance. This is an inspection sticker.
Yeah, but you don't want to take that chance though.
You guys are wimps.
I wimped out. It's the old age. It's the old age.
Yeah.
Hit us up, Ghost and Big G on Instagram and Twitter. Should Artie have paid that ticket for a violation for an expired inspection sticker that was expiring in 3 weeks?
And he's giving the car back.
He's giving the car back.
Yeah.
Would you have paid it? I'm curious to hear what the listeners would say. I think the majority are going to agree with me. Not going to pay it. It's only 3 weeks. Roll the dice. You gamble once in a while, right, Artie?
Fantasy football. That's as far as
same thing. Same thing. roll the dice.
Right.
Roll the dice. That's what I say. So you two go on that side. I'm on the other side.
All right.
Just if I could, Big G, I'm going to piggyback because my rant is very kind of similar to his, and I'll just kind of piggyback off it. The issue I have with the inspection sticker is that it's a money grab. You just please explain to me, why is the inspection every year? If you have a brand new car, let's say if you have a 2021,
right?
What do you need to keep doing an inspection sticker every year? Maybe every 2 years, every 3 years. Why is it every 1 year there's an inspection sticker due?
And that's ridiculous that you have to go every year too.
Yes, it's you know, and you get fined for it. Look, if you go to do a physical every year, right? Recommended to have a physical every year.
Right.
Yep.
Is there any penalty or charge if you don't have that physical?
No, wait a second.
Right? No. So they don't mandate you to take a physical, but they mandate you to inspect your car every year. It's foolishness.
Right. No,
this is nothing but foolishness. This is nothing but a money grab, and I'm sick of it. Sometimes I didn't drive the car for almost a whole year because it's pandemic.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with the car. It's been sitting in the driveway basically for a year. Why am I have to go out and spend money on an inspection sticker? Mine was just up as well too. And I said, this is it's a money grab, man.
No, but listen. If I'm driving to work every day, right, I want to know that the car next to me has been checked for brakes, lights. I want to make sure that this car is working fine, so I can get to my destination properly. No, so you gotta get your car checked out, my friend. get your car checked out.
You know what? If okay, you know what? I can't
It's a
really
safety issue. Yeah,
I can't really argue with that. I understand what you're saying.
So let me play devil's advocate against myself here.
Okay.
So let's just say like my car is a lease, right? So technically when you have a lease, you still have to bring your car in for maintenance. Quarterly is probably recommended. At some point the light is going to come on anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
So, unless you take it to Joe Mechanic around the corner.
Exactly.
He could take care of that light for you.
Exactly.
That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right.
So my question is, if you have a lease and you have to take it in for inspection anyway, right? For maintenance, scheduled maintenance, why do you have to get an inspection sticker? Like you don't own the car.
Right.
Good point.
You're taking it in for maintenance quarterly. So why do you have to get an inspection on top of that? Like I literally just got maintenance on my car in January, right? That was just under $100, and now I have to take the car to get the inspection sticker.
Yeah,
another $40, and I got to get the car back in like 20 days.
No, Artie, you said it though. You said it. That sticker is proof to me that your car has been checked. That's what I need. I need to see some proof that car has been checked out. So that sticker is very key.
Right. You know what? This guy is always a part of the establishment. He's always has, always will. You know, and to anyone out here who listens to the podcast and you work in the auto maintenance field,
right?
And shout out to my other boy, Arthur. We have another friend, Arthur. This doesn't include you because I know you listen to this podcast. But the mechanics are ripping off people. It's the hardest thing to identify, because when you bring your car into a mechanic, I can't prove it. You got to take their word. Yeah. You got to take their word for it, and you're kind of stuck, you know, in a hard place there because there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, it's true.
It's funny that you
shame on them.
Funny that
shame on all of them.
So I got another story for you. So, like I said, our lease is up in March. So we're shopping for another car. So we've had 3 Honda Pilots. So this is going to be our 4th lease. And initially we were going to stick with the Honda Pilot, but we were like, you know, let's just see what's out there. So earlier today, we went to the Kia dealer, to look at the brand new Telluride, right? So we go to the car dealer.
That's a small car, isn't it?
No, it's the SUV.
Yeah,
so they've only been
I know you too big.
Yeah.
To be in a Kia.
Exactly.
Okay. I just want to make sure we were on the same page.
So they've only been out since 2020. So 2020 was the first year of this model car, the Kia Telluride. And it has like all the bells and whistles of a luxury SUV. So Kia is basically trying to rebuild their brand.
Right.
Like, because everybody, when you say a Kia, everybody's like, nah, I'm not messing with that.
And you think of small.
And you think of small. But they're doing a great job at rebuilding their brand. So for 2020 was the first year it came out. It won like all these awards. Like I've been on YouTube for the past like week looking at all
do your research, right?
doing my research.
Sounds like you're endorsing Kia. You got some sort of affiliation with them? What's
Kind
going on here? What the hell's going on around here?
I'm trying to get you guys a promotion so I can get a discount.
Keep talking then.
So my wife and I, we go to the dealer today, to Kia, Plaza Honda, and Brooklyn. So Plaza Honda, Kia, Hyundai, Plug, give us some sponsorships. So we go there, right?
Right.
Appreciate it.
And the guy is showing us the car. So initially we were going to do the test drive, but it was raining this morning, and he was like, it's a liability because of the weather. We can't really do the test drive, so we'll just show you the car indoors. So he's like, all right, I usually like to start off with showing you the hood. And I was like, don't waste your time. I was like, I know nothing about
cars. right. Yeah.
So you popping open the hood is not going to do anything for me.
Right, yep.
I was like, so don't waste your time. So that brings me back to what you were saying about the mechanic. That's the other reason why I lease cars, because if something goes wrong, I have no idea how to fix it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I just know, like, I could just bring it back to the dealer and be like, hey, you guys
done with
fix
it.
This.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's a good point. Yeah.
That's a good point, yeah.
So
I think
mechanics, I don't do.
Don't mess with them. I think we did an episode about that, Big G. We talked about a while back, about a year and a half ago, lease versus buying. Remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. So and you have your pros and cons with it, but that's obviously
that's a benefit. Yeah.
Yeah. The least benefit not dealing with that mechanic because mechanic will rip you off. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. Just take it. Give me another one. Rip me off.
Like, the carbonator is connected to the alternator.
Yeah.
And, you got to take this out and replace the lug nut on the screw at the bottom. And you're like,
right. Okay. And I can't shop the price. I say, let me go check this out. Your car's not running. Got to get it fixed. So Big G.
Yeah.
What do you got for us this week?
Now I'm glad we got a panel here because I need some real advice. Right? So check this out. So the other day, this is going back maybe about 2 weeks ago. I'm talking to my neighbor. My neighbor backyard is connected to my backyard.
Leg bone connected to the knee bone. What's going on here?
Yeah.
The same thing with the carbonator and the alternator.
Yeah, right. Same thing, right. The only thing that divides us is that fence that we could just easily talk over. So the other day I'm talking to him about my grill. I got my grill outside, and I got it covered, strapped down for the winter, whatever, right? So
now, do you look like the guy from Home Improvement when you're talking over your fence?
Oh yeah, yeah, basically, right. Yeah, same theory, right? Good dude. I'm gonna put it out there. He's a good guy. So that was about 2 weeks ago, right? So now it snowed recently, right? Everyone knows snow recently, right? So over here in New York. So after the snow melts and started to get some 50-degree weather, the snow was starting to melt. I look outside, and my let me put this out there first. I told my neighbor where I got my my cover from. That way he could go get the same one. His grill about the same size as mine. I looked outside 2 days ago. My cover is missing. so I didn't panic. So the first thing I thought was
it could be wind.
The wind blew it, right?
Yeah, we had a big windstorm.
Yes, a big windstorm. So the wind blew it, and it's probably when the snow melts, I'll find it, clean it up, do what I got to do. Now, I went outside today. The cover's still not there.
Mm-hmm.
Now here's a clincher, guys. He has a new grill cover. He has a nice grill cover. Now it looks very new.
Mm-hmm.
It looks very new. Mine was a little bit like a year old.
Okay.
But I don't know. It's the same size, same color, same everything. Now he has a grill cover and mine's missing.
Now you gave him the recommendation of which one to get.
I told him where I got it from. Yeah, I told him where I got it from.
Mm.
Now, do I approach him about this? Like, where'd you get it from? Because there could be some problems. If I approach him and he's wrong, I'm wrong.
Yeah, no one likes to be accused. No one likes to be accused.
Right. And that could be wrong for me. Now, if I approach him and I'm right, that could be wrong for him.
It's awkward. It makes it very awkward.
Right. Yes. So I don't know if I should leave it alone. Should I bring it up? But I'm telling you, man, his is brand new.
Mm-hmm.
And mine is missing.
Well, let me ask you this. I always say, go with your gut. Do you feel in your gut without researching and looking at it?
Right.
You feel that's your grill cover?
Not really. No. I mean, I think he did the right thing and when I bought it. Like I said, that was like 2 weeks ago we talked.
Right. Because no way he probably one just blew in his yard and he said, "Oh man, this happens to be the same exact one that I was looking for. Let me just use this."
Right. But who will walk into someone's backyard and take their grill cover and leave all the tools, everything else. My chimney's still there.
Mhm.
Everything is still there except for the
chimney.
Yeah, for the fire for the.
Oh,
water.
okay.
I was about to say.
Let's say,
Right.
someone's stealing your chimney.
Right. So everything else is there.
It's a tough one, man.
Yeah,
That's a
but-
tough one.
I would say you need to make sure that you look everywhere in your yard and everything
Right.
else before you have that conversation with him.
Yeah. I'm
You
gonna
know what
check first.
You know what I would do? I would pass it off as a joke.
Mm.
I would say, hey man, it's so funny. My grill cover is missing and you
Right.
got a brand new one.
Right.
Look at this. Interesting.
Yeah.
See how he reacts to it.
I'm gonna say, hey, mine is missing. Have you seen it? That's what I'm gonna say. I figure I'll say something like that.
Right. Yeah.
Mine is missing. Have you seen it? Any
And then
assistance?
when you say it, you kind of look at the direction that his grill is in.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah.
Or
You look at his grill as you say it.
Right.
or worst case scenario. And this is the last resort.
Okay.
You can go over there when it gets dark.
Take yeah.
Take it and put the thing on yours
Right.
and see if he asks, have you
Yeah.
seen it?
Yeah.
Seen his grill cover?
Shout out to my boy Brian. Brian's at school.
Right.
If someone take his, he takes someone else's. Yeah.
Oh my god. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
As the last resort. But
Right.
that's a tough one. That is a tough one. I say trust your gut.
Yeah. I don't think he would do that.
Right. Him being your neighbor.
Right.
Just look all over your yard and just be 1,000% sure.
Exactly.
But if it doesn't show up,
Yeah, it's not there.
go in that backyard and take that thing back.
I'm just a slow creep at night.
Yeah. So hit us up, go to Big G Instagram and Twitter. Give us your thoughts, feedback on the rants, and should Big G go back in that backyard and take back his grill cover? I think it's his. I think it's yours. Just
Could be, man.
It's too many coincidences.
But
Yours
here's
is missing. The wind. Now it's on his. It's probably yours.
Yeah. And then here's what you do when you take it back. When you take it back,
Right.
bring it in the house, you stomp on it,
Mm-hmm.
put a little wear and tear on it,
Right. Yeah, I found mine. I found it. Yeah.
and then put it back on top of
Yeah. Because it looks kind of new. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does
Put
look
a
kind
little,
of
put a little wear and tear on it.
new. Right. Good idea.
Yeah, man. So yeah, definitely hit us up. Let us know your comments. Moving on, I wanted to get your guys' thoughts on this. So, things that's kind of happening in the news. You guys are you familiar with the story with Lady Gaga's dog?
Yes.
You hear it? So
Yes.
the dog was dog napping, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? Some
Not from
man,
her.
some person
Yeah.
shot the dog walker and stole the 3 dogs. Right?
Right.
Terrible situation. Right? You know, I'm a dog owner. I don't wish that on anyone.
Mm.
Got a couple problems with this story though.
So do I. Yeah.
Got a couple problems with the story.
Yeah.
The one that sticks out to me the most is, why would the person shoot the dog walker? 'Cause think about it. You
That's
walk
crazy.
up, you walk
Yeah.
up to the guy. He says, "Hey, give me the dogs." I think the guy would probably let the dogs go.
Right.
Yeah.
So what I'm getting at, sounds like he could been in on it.
Mm.
I
Because-
think
You let someone shoot you in the chest for a dog.
is that where he shot him in the chest?
Got shot in the chest.
I may have to
Nah.
walk that back.
Nah, you're gonna have to walk that one back.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk. I thought he was shot in the leg or something like that.
Yeah.
I
no,
thought he was
yeah,
shot. in-
Yeah. No. Listen, but let's stay there for a second. If I'm that dog walker, right, and I got shot in my chest, and here is the owner of the dog says she's gonna offer $500,000.
Yes.
No questions asked. Like, just bring my dog back. Don't worry about shooting my man. Don't worry about shooting him.
Yeah.
Just bring my dog back. I'm pissed at her.
Yeah.
I got a problem with her.
That was one of my issues as well too. I said
Yeah.
you're offering that reward,
Right.
no questions asked.
No questions asked.
We got an assault going on here.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What's going on, man? I took
Yeah.
a bullet for this dog.
Right.
Right.
But that's one part. I have a second part. I have a problem with the 500,000, to be honest with you. I got a problem with that. $500,000 to get your dogs back.
Right.
3 dogs.
3 dogs.
Yeah.
That's about 166 grand a dog.
Yes.
Yeah.
You tell me you just can't buy another dog? Why would you pay $500,000 to get your dogs back?
But dogs like their family. That's like part of their family. There was just someone shot your family member. You're not gonna say, "I'll get another one."
But it's not. She's not paying the $500,000 because someone was shot. She's paying to get the dogs back.
Yeah.
She wants the dogs back.
I think she got the dog back. The dog's back.
She did.
Yeah, she got it back. Yeah.
You're gonna have some angry dog owners after you.
Who? Me?
Yeah,
You. Yes,
You,
you.
well, why?
Ghosts,
You think you mean to tell me if my dog was kidnapped, ran away, whatever the case might be, you think I would offer $500,000 to get that dog back?
People
These can't do
their
it.
life savings for their dogs.
Of course. Yeah.
But
That's a
look,
fact.
I understand there's a love, but how much of a love?
No, there's an extreme.
You got some people won't even do that for their spouses. Your spouse will take off. You think I'm going to say, hey, I'm gonna offer $500,000 to get my wife back?
Bring her back, right?
Listen, there are some people. Let me tell you, there are some people, right? If it's let's just say if it's a friend of yours, their dog, and you, right?
Mm-hmm.
If it's you and a dog, and a lake and a river and the ocean drowning,
Right.
and they have to choose between you.
That's a fact.
Dog, they're gonna hesitate.
Yeah.
I hesitate. What between if I have a friend of mine and their dog and their dog fell in and I fell in,
yes,
they would go free the dog first.
Yes.
Yeah.
There are people like that out there.
There'll be some furniture moving if a friend of mine would jump in the water and save that dog before me and I can't swim.
Yeah, as soon as I get out.
It's definitely gonna be some furniture moving because I said that's a no go. That's a no for me, dog.
They would be like this. They'll be like this, reaching for their dog while they're telling you, "Greg, hold on." Hold on.
Right.
But they're trying to save their dog.
Right.
No.
Then they'll come and get you.
No, can't do it. Can't do that. That's look, $500,000. Granted, she has a lot of money, so maybe that's not a big deal. But I asked you two, would you offer $500,000 to get them dogs back?
Nope.
No, nothing.
I'll be telling my kids, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Somebody took a dog.
I would go buy the same exact dog.
Buy a new one.
Yeah, I'll buy the same exact dog. Buy the same exact dog. It's like,
Rufus is gone.
Yeah. We're going to buy another one and call him Junior.
Yeah, exactly.
This is Junior, right? Yeah.
I would buy the same one when you know the difference. Same dog.
Oh, right.
Like, this is Rufus' brother.
What I wouldn't even tell him it was his brother. I would say it's the same dog.
But a French bulldog is not cheap though either though.
No, they're not. They are expensive dogs. They are expensive dogs. But look, she got him back. Hopefully, the guy who got shot is okay.
Right.
You know, which to me is the most important.
Important thing.
Right.
You know, the dog. I understand there's a lot of dog lovers out there. I am a dog owner myself, but I also am a realist.
You're a human being, right?
Yeah, you know that's tough.
Ghost is the kind of guy that's gonna come home with a different dog. This kid's gonna be like, "Daddy, this dog is different." And he's gonna be like, "It's the same dog."
Same dog. Right. Same dog. Yeah, he looks at him. He's still doing the same thing. Same thing. So yeah, no different. Yeah, I thought
Daddy, but and Ghost is gonna be like,
Yeah,
I want to hear it.
Dog.
Same damn dog.
Same dog.
Same damn dog. All right, moving on to someone else I wanted to get you guys' thoughts on. Did you happen to see Judas and the Black Messiah? You saw it? You saw it?
Yeah. I am.
Seen it, but I heard good things about it. I haven't seen it yet though.
What'd you say?
You haven't seen it yet.
You said you have. You said you have seen it.
I have not.
Yeah,
meaning no, like you haven't.
No.
You haven't watched it.
No.
He's from Brooklyn too.
Wait a minute.
Don't flame me. Don't flame me.
I just want to make sure I heard this right.
So see what happened was.
Yeah, there you go. Right.
This work has just been killing me.
Yeah.
This came out in when? Came out in February, right?
Like mid-February.
I think it was last week. Was it last week?
I think like 2 weeks ago now. A little more, 2-3 weeks ago now. 2 weeks.
About 2 weeks.
Yeah.
All right.
What month was this? February.
Same month. It's still the same month.
Yeah.
February.
I still got time.
But Black History Month.
Black History Month.
Yeah.
So technically, I got till tomorrow.
This should have been watched.
Good point. Right. Good point.
This should have been watched soon as 12 o'clock came.
Yeah.
Should have been watching that show.
Oh wow.
Documentary. Didn't watch. This is a travesty.
I know.
Did you watch it yet, Ghost?
I did watch it. Now,
sure. Okay,
I did watch it. I did that. Now, like I said, not to spoil it, and for those who know, it's the story of Fred Hampton and the Black Panthers, and whether you agreed with the Black Panthers philosophy or disagree with it, whether you're white or black, it's still a movie I think you should watch, and I think you'll learn and you'll be entertained by it as well too. So I thought it was very well done. The one thing I will say, without spoiling anything, the acting in there was really good.
Yeah.
Right. The acting was top notch. Right. Now, the one who played the betrayal part, the Judas, right? The Lateef, I forget the actor's name escapes me, but he told me he had Lakeith. Yes. Yeah. He mentioned how this was a real mental struggle for him, where you had to really decompress after the role. Yeah. And on how tough it was on him. And I always find it funny that I've dabbled in the acting world.
Oh, okay.
I have not made. I'm an unsuccessful actor, but to get into a role of that powerful for that long of a period of time, I can see how it can mentally weigh on you. And he said how he had to get like therapy and stuff like that after. So that shows you how intense the acting was in the movie. So I thought it was very, very well done, and the acting was really good. Right. I do have one issue though. The character the actor who played Fred Hampton, he has he's English.
Yeah, he has an English accent.
He has an English accent. Mm-hmm. Have you noticed? And I said this when Idris Elba played Stringer Bell in The Wire.
Right.
Yes.
Why do the English actors? I know they have to cover up their accent. They all mumble. Have you guys noticed that?
No, I didn't notice that.
They mumble like so many times. I don't know. I don't understand what they're saying.
Really?
Am I the only one who feels that way? Go back to
interviews or while they're acting.
While they're acting, not the interviews, because they're using their English accent.
Right.
But listen to them carefully in the movie. Like when you hear them watch the movie, and you can tell when you see him in Black Panther as well too. Right. They mumble. You look at when he plays Stringer Bell, he was mumbling.
Yeah.
It's annoying the hell out of me. What do you say? I got to rewind the thing like 2 and 3 times. Stop mumbling.
Let me ask you a question. Let me hear you speak English for 2 hours straight. You try that. That's what they mumble. It's hard. It's hard to do it. It's hard to keep that accent for that long when you're really, British or something like that. Or, English. Or,
How about get just a thought. American actor. I'm sure there's a few of them out there.
Right. Yeah.
Because that would make it a little easier.
Yeah, it would be easier, right? Yeah,
right. Because you don't see how many American actors do you see take roles for English accents or British roles? How many American actors do you see that?
None, right?
None. But you see a lot of the English actors take, do the American accents.
Right.
Like I said, I'm nitpicking, but I'm finding it that it's a little mumbling. Like when Idris, I can't see his damn name. What is it?
Idris.
Idris. That's his name.
Idris.
I'll call him Aldris. Idris, right? You know what the hell I'm talking about. Yeah. But he was in a string of bells. Like, what's going on?
No, I don't call that. I don't recall that.
We don't recall that. Listen to it. Watch when you go back and watch it. That's with Big G. You watch movies 3 and 4 times.
Oh yeah.
I don't know the hell reason why. Once you see it once, do you expect things to change when you watch the movie the second time?
No, you listen. Every time you watch a movie the second time, you pick up small things, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you don't pick up nothing. You don't pick up anything. You just watch it just to watch. You think,
a good movie twice.
This is a good scene. You already saw it.
You gotta just see a good movie twice. Pick up on stuff.
You think it's gonna change? But I was saying, next time you watch it, listen for it. And anyone out there who's listening to the podcast right now and seeing this, tell me, am I wrong? Do you find that the English actors, they mumble? They do a little mumble. I've noticed it. I'll
check it out.
Check it out. But overall, what did you think, Reggie, of the movie?
Yeah, I thought it was a great movie. Now, truthfully, when I saw the name of the movie, I didn't know it was related to that the Black Panther,
story.
The story, right? So, So to see it, I was surprised, and I didn't know all the facts of what happened back then. So I thought it was a very good movie as far as the great acting and good storyline, some action,
right?
And it was pretty good. I thought.
Yeah, like I said, and even if you, like I said, if you're a supporter or non-supporter of it,
right?
Just from the movie, I viewed it almost a kind of a semi-documentary,
right?
So I just thought the story was actually good, and it came along during Black History Month. You would think you would watch it.
Yeah. Watch
I'm making it it's gonna be my Sunday night movie, so it'll still be in Black History Month. So.
That's right. Right.
But you'll definitely you'll and now since you didn't see it, tell me if you noticed the mumbling.
Okay.
Yeah, you look for you check it out, right?
Tell me if you noticed the mumbling. So I'm curious to get your thoughts. And guys out there listening, give us your thoughts. What did you guys think of the movie? What else could have been done? What did you guys think? So I'm just curious of what the feedback. It seems like it's been getting some really good reviews.
It's good.
Yes.
But piggybacking off it, I just want to kind of get your thoughts on this as well too. And I think me and Artie had a little conversation about this. These streaming platforms doing a little too much now, because that was on HBO Max.
Right.
They got Peacock coming out. They got already out. You got Hulu.
Right.
You got Netflix. Oh, it's a good thing on Netflix for you guys called Crack. Good documentary. Like the 80s. Pretty good. Check that one out.
So you want me to relive my childhood, basically?
Right.
Yeah. Look at that. It was actually pretty good. But you got all these streaming services. If you had to pick your top 3, what would be your order that you're going with, or if you are using them?
You go first, Artie.
All right, guess go first. So I'm gonna say HBO Max, because
that's your top choice.
Yes, right now it's my top choice, simply because a lot of the movies that are coming out in theaters by Warner Brothers, they're actually putting on the platform.
That's
so Wonder Woman just came out in December.
It's a terrible movie.
It was terrible. But that's another story.
That's another story, right?
We still got Godzilla versus Kong.
Yes.
Tom and Jerry just came out for the kids.
Tom and Jerry? Oh,
for
the kids.
Yeah.
Oh,
the kids.
Okay.
There are a bunch of movies that are.
Don't act like you didn't watch Tom and Jerry when you were young.
Oh, yeah, but I'm not a kid. I'm not watching. I have no interest in watching Tom and Jerry. I'm a grown man. I'm not watching Tom and Jerry.
But there's kids out there still. There's still kids still in the world these days.
Do you honestly think kids today give a damn about Tom and Jerry? Tom and Jerry is when we grew up. They don't care. They don't know anything about Tom and Jerry.
So you got to introduce them to it.
That's what you do it. Right. Yeah. What else you got?
Like I was saying, like they have a bunch of like blockbuster movies that are coming out that are going to be available on a streaming service. So I actually love that. So it's not like small movies that you probably wouldn't see in the movie theater. Like these are actual blockbuster movies that they have.
Right.
So I like HBO Max. Of course, I like Netflix number 2. Although Netflix now it's just gotten to a point where they're just producing so much content.
Too much.
You can't keep up with like what everybody's watching, because normally like if something on Netflix is good, it's like everybody's watching it around the same time. There's like word of mouth, there's buzz,
right?
But now there's just so much content that unless you're just watching Netflix every night, I feel like there's so much stuff that you're gonna miss, and it's hard to keep track of what's good. Like
too much content.
You feel like you're constantly asking other people, hey, what's good on Netflix? Like what can I watch?
That's true. All
right,
that's 2. So what's your third one?
Disney Plus.
Okay.
Of course, I'm a big comic book fan. I love all the Marvel movies and all the Disney animated flicks, of course, again for the kids. But I love all the Disney and Marvel stuff.
Okay.
So I got to stay plugged into that so I know what's going on, in the movies and on TV.
All right. Solid list. G, what would you say? What are your top 3?
Top 3, I'm going with Disney Plus first. I think Disney Plus, as far as original content, The Mandalorian,
yes,
Falcon, and the Winter Soldier coming up next, WandaVision. They have original. I'm a Marvel fan, so they have content that gets me, so to speak. So that'll be my first one. The next one would be probably HBO Max.
Okay.
With all the movies, right now we're not going to the movie theaters, so this is a great way to see new movies. Right from the start, right from day one.
Right.
And the movies are pretty good too. So they have a lot of other. I was watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air the other day, and just watching all types of shows I wouldn't normally watch. was available to me. So I go with that. Next is probably Amazon Prime.
Okay.
I mean, Netflix. I watch Netflix a lot, but not as much as like Artie says, a little bit too much content. So I watch Amazon Prime a lot. The Boys and
Boys is good.
couple other shows. They got the one A Night in Miami. If you guys haven't watched that yet, you need to check it out.
That's in the queue as well.
Yeah, about oh my God, Malcolm X and all these other. It's a great movie. Check it out. Yeah, but that'll be my third one. Probably Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime.
Part of the problem with Amazon Prime is they just don't have enough content.
They don't have a lot. Yeah, Netflix has too much. Amazon has very little.
Yeah.
Right.
Both lists that you guys mentioned is just. It's horrible. It's not. It's not even. It doesn't even make sense that the order that you guys use doesn't even make sense. For one thing, if you had to go through this is my top three. This is Go speaking. Okay. The first one, and I don't think anyone would dispute me. Netflix is king. It's king.
Netflix is the originator.
But it's not even so much of just the content. Is that how they stepped up and the original content that Netflix offers. As far as series and
comedy.
documentaries, no other streaming service has the plethora of content like Netflix. So I like that they have the features of the recommendations. You get the I don't know if they have the feature anymore, but it used to be able to have like your friends' recommendations, so you could see what your friends will recommend as well. I don't know if they still have that feature, but you have so much good original content. Ease of use navigating through the system. It's the best. Netflix by far is the number one streaming. So technically, if you get Netflix, you don't need anything else. You don't even need anything else. The second one I would go with is probably Hulu. I would go. What are you making your face like that? I would go Hulu. Yeah, I would go with Hulu.
Hulu with live sports or just regular Hulu?
The package that comes with the Disney Plus.
There you go.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah, right.
I would go with Hulu because you have the content of TV shows. That's what I like. Netflix has a few, but it's when it comes to TV shows. So I go for Netflix for my movies, Hulu for my content, my TV show content, and my third would be Amazon. Amazon, I like it for my third. Reason why I don't like Disney. It's two things I've watched on there. I watched Mandalorian.
Right.
Yeah, which was very good.
And that's it. There's not
all the Marvel stuff.
I've seen those already. They haven't put any. There's nothing on they've put out on Disney Plus that I haven't seen. They're all movies.
Have you watched WandaVision?
Yeah.
No, I'm not watching.
Oh, you're missing out.
You're missing out. Yeah.
You're missing out.
It looks a little corny.
No,
with the whole black and white screen, I thought it was a little different, but it changed that.
You had to get past the first two episodes.
And I wasn't a fan of that character. He's I wasn't. I'll give it a shot. But my point is, what I'm saying is, there's not a lot of content for me with Disney Plus. I don't watch those animated shows and movies and stuff like that. Bugs Bunny, whatever the hell it's on the cartoons, Pixar. I don't watch that stuff. So there's not enough information. Like after I watched Mandalorian, I have not touched that channel since. There's nothing else for me to watch.
But here's an important question that Artie from Brooklyn will ask. The question is, all right, these are the streaming services that we like in terms of our ranking.
Yeah.
What are we actually paying for right now? What are you paying for right now?
What am I paying for it?
Yes.
What are they, like $19 a service? I think somewhere around there.
Like 15-ish.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
What is it? Well, I just have Disney Plus. I don't have the Hulu and the other one. I just have Disney.
Disney
like
Plus.
$7.99.
Yes, I have the whole thing with Disney Plus, ESPN,
right,
and for like $13. Have all three.
Got it.
Right.
Only reason why I'm asking because Artie from Brooklyn has access to all this. Brooklyn.
Oh boy,
ain't paying for any of it.
Right.
Oh boy,
we're gonna talk offline there, right? Off camera. Yeah. I need how you got this thing, right?
They're gonna ask where can we get that gentleman's information.
Artie from Brooklyn got HBO Max, Disney, Hulu,
all that,
Paramount before it comes out.
Oh, okay.
I got everything.
Spread love to Brooklyn way. That's what you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said it's to me, it's replacing cable. At some point, now you're just going to be able to pick one. I want to get it down to where I could just pick one stream platform.
Right.
I want everything all in one. Right. If they can do that, cable's gone. You know, I'm not using Disney Plus. I want everything all in one. They should all come together, work together, and come up with one package.
They won't do that.
No, too much money we lost. They did that.
Yeah, they won't do that. It's too much money.
They wouldn't do it. So Artie, I want to ask a couple of questions. I said we brought you on here for our Brooklyn, being a Brooklyn resident,
insider,
and the insider. So you know, like I said, things are starting to get lifted. Restrictions are starting to be eased. We're coming into the spring, and like I said, Brooklyn's obviously one of the historically well-known boroughs. When you think of you go anywhere in the country, and when you say you from Brooklyn, they know they know Brooklyn. Right. Of any borough.
When they put that song on in the club, no matter what state they're in, where Brooklyn at? Somebody say right here. Somebody gonna put their hand up. Yeah.
They're gonna do it. So being that, like I said, things are starting to get, what are some of the things in Brooklyn? Now let me just, before I ask that. I remember growing up in Brooklyn, you didn't walk through Brooklyn, you ran.
Yes.
you had to run through Brooklyn, right? The Brooklyn neighborhood has changed significantly since we were kids. What are some of the things that you're seeing, the changes you're seeing in Brooklyn now from your perspective?
So I'll paint a perfect picture for you. I went to Brooklyn Tech for high school, right? So Brooklyn Tech is directly across the street from Fort Greene Park. Mm-hmm. Now, when I was at Brooklyn Tech, Fort Greene Park was off limits. Mm-hmm. Like you did not go into Fort Greene Park unless you had a death wish, unless you wanted to get beat up, or unless you wanted to get robbed. Right.
Yeah, no one usually likes to get robbed.
No, not at all.
It sucks when it happens. Hates when it happens.
Yeah.
So for me, when I left school, I went head down, straight home. Mm-hmm. No going into the park, no pass and go. Just go straight home.
Right.
Now Fort Greene Park is like this melting pot of so many different people. Like,
wow.
It's like sometimes I walk through there and I'm like, you guys just don't understand like how different this park was like 20 years ago.
Right. And that's not even a long time.
Yeah, 20 years not even a long time.
It's a blink.
Right.
Like you guys are just walking through like happy-go-lucky, and there was a period of time where you weren't allowed to walk into this park.
Now how did that actually change? Was it just, people got older or people moved out? Like what actually made that change happen?
It was definitely like the elephant in the room, gentrification. So people were just moving out, different people moving in. So like, that whole population that used to be in the park just sort of just got pushed out. And then the people around the park and the neighborhood just sort of changed. And then usually when you have that, there's more security and more of a police presence, right? Because you got people that are paying more money for rent, and they want to feel safe in the neighborhood. And so things just, slowly start to change over time.
Okay. All right.
For example, where I live now, like in Bed-Stuy. So where I live now, there was a period of time where, it was a little sketchy.
Do or die Bed-Stuy.
Yes, it was a little sketchy where I live right now because across the street from me, there used to be like, I call it the drug house. There used to be all these guys all the time hanging out. They used to sell weed and all kinds of stuff. And, there was a couple like rundown houses on the block.
They didn't call it a trap house then?
No.
You see?
This is before trapping. Before trapping.
Before trapping, right.
They were trapping before trapping.
Okay.
So there was an empty lot. And then I knew my neighborhood was changing when I looked out the window one day, and it was about like 12:30, 1 o'clock. And there was this white girl walking her dog. I was like, oh, man. I was like, the change is happening. I was like, if it's safe for her to be out here walking her dog at 1 a.m., I was like, the change is happening.
Right. Get your Starbucks coffee shops, Trader Joe's.
That's when I saw it.
And neighborhoods has changed. Now, so I have a question. So I've always heard the term, and I've never asked anyone. I've always heard Brooklyn referred to, or part of Brooklyn referred to as Dumbo. What does that mean?
So it's basically an acronym. It stands for down underneath the Manhattan Bridge overpass. Dumbo.
Dumbo. Wow.
So there's an area like right underneath the Manhattan Bridge where they have like
it's a nice
all
area.
these like they have all these different stores and restaurants and things like that, and people go there to hang out more or less.
Okay. I've noticed one of the things. I'm not sure if other cities have it, but I know here in New York, but Manhattan and Brooklyn's big on it. Is the city bikes? Have you ever participated in the city bike program?
No, I have not, and I hate the city bikes. As a driver, oh my god, these people have no
they think they're in the car.
Fear of anything whatsoever. They cause so much traffic. I hate them.
Wow.
But
they have their own
lane.
Bike lane. Right? They have their own bike lane, and they don't ride in it.
They don't use it, right? Yeah.
But in their bike lane.
Wow.
Really? See, to me, and I don't know if you were about to say something. I think the city bike program is a fantastic idea because to me, if I'm living in the city, I would never have a car. You can drop these bikes off. There's so many different ports where you can drop these bikes off. So if you want to ride somewhere, right, and you get to your destination, you just leave your bike, you park your bike right where it is, and you're done. You don't have to bring it back to where you got it from.
Now, how am I supposed to get around with my two kids? Am I supposed to be looking like from a third world country?
You need a car, right? Yeah.
Me on my bike and me holding my two kids, one on my left knee, one on my right knee.
But as they get
my
old,
wife in the back,
when they get
my wife in the handlebars.
Yeah.
As you get older, they can
in a backpack.
They can all buy. They all can get bikes.
All get their bikes now.
Yeah, they all get their bikes. You seen it, right, Jake? Those city bike program.
I've seen it, but I think Artie said it right. Like they have no respect for the road, though. They think they own the road, and that's why he probably hates it. I've seen it before. Also, it's pretty bad.
It's a lot of accidents too. A lot of those people do get hit.
Yeah.
A lot of those guys do get hit. But to me, I thought it was a great program to that they implemented. Go ahead.
I got a question for Artie. Being like Go said, that now things are starting to lift up a little bit. Where are some good places to eat in Brooklyn? That's what I want to know.
You know, since I'm married with two kids, I don't get out to eat a lot as much as I used to.
Right, right.
You know, we do a lot of like the family destinations. We tend to go to places that handles like families.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Rather than like, the couples going out. Because if I go someplace and there's loud music or just too many people there, just talking like reckless and nonsense like that, like I'm like, nah, I'm not messing with that.
It's not for me,
but
right?
But there's a ton of places like that, like all over Brooklyn, especially on Myrtle Avenue, which is not too far from where I am, where they have like all these like nice, like when I was single, or when my wife and I was dating, like we would hit like all these places that are nice, all types of food, like Thai places, Italian, seafood places that have popped up, soul food places that have popped up.
Okay.
You know, one thing I like about the Brooklyn's, especially the dining aspect of it, is that it's one of the only places, like Queens doesn't have it as much. The city doesn't have it. You have the authentic mom and pop restaurants. Now,
so
COVID,
true,
little COVID made that could have changed it. Hopefully, knock on wood, that they're still around. But you have so many of those types of mom and pop authentic restaurants, family-owned restaurant, family-style restaurants. That's what makes, for me, Brooklyn attractive. Is those type of restaurants.
Yeah, those you get the best food in those restaurants. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
But for me, I need to go to a place where they got a kids menu. I'm not trying to pay $20 for chicken fingers for my kids.
You know, but the thing is funny though is, and Big G, you do it. I don't do it. If I don't take my kids to what I deem fancy restaurants, they don't go. They will go.
Keep it home, right?
Yeah. I'm a big. Well, I don't eat it as much as I used to, but I was a heavy steak. I love steakhouses. Like, I made a point to try every well-known steak place in the city. Right? How many times my kids went there? Zero. You think I'm taking a kid for a $40 steak? You kidding me?
No. But listen, when you take your kids to a restaurant like that, not only are you getting good food, you're also building up memories. It's not like you go there every week or every month. So remember we went to this place, the steak was great, or you know what I'm trying to say, good memories.
Let me ask you this. With us being brothers. How many times we went to steakhouse and you said and we could discuss these memories?
Not once.
That's my point. Not once. You don't take kids to fancy restaurants. They stay home. That's unless you're gonna go to an Applebee's or someplace like that. That's fine. You can take them there.
Right.
Yeah.
Can't take them to the.
That's why I need that kids menu.
Yeah, that's what you said.
But that's the thing. Menu. But do those restaurants offer kids menu? You go to a steakhouse in the city. There's no kids menu.
No, there's no kids menu, right?
Yeah, I said, I'm not paying $20 for 5 chicken fingers.
That's right.
There's one place I'm looking to try when I'll probably do it in summer. There's a place in Brooklyn called the New York Transit Museum, where it has like the old rendition of how the trains used to look.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that would be interesting.
That'd be pretty cool. Yeah. Pretty cool.
So like the kids, they usually take so my son and daughter, they've gone there.
Okay.
Trips.
Yeah.
Over trips.
So they've gone there for school trip. Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense.
So those places are usually open for like for schools. Like they take school trips there.
Yeah, that'd be something cool to do if I was a student.
Because actually, I remember. I don't know how I remember, but I remember when I was in elementary school going there.
Yeah.
Don't ask me how I remember that, but I remember.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he remembers the train.
Yeah.
I remember how the trains used to be. There also a lot of museums. I said Brooklyn. Like I said, if folks, if you ever decide to take a trip to New York, put Brooklyn on your stop, because there's a lot of historical, a lot of fun things to do.
Yes.
That I haven't been there in a while, but this summer I am making a point to look at some of those things.
Yeah, I see you got your Brooklyn Nets gear on. So
that's right.
That's the way to go right there. Yeah. See?
It's one of the best places to visit, and even though I've been here like all my life, no bias.
I was going to ask you about that.
No bias.
And Big G beat me to that. So prior to Brooklyn coming, the Nets coming, what fan were you basketball wise?
I'm still a Knicks fan. I'm okay.
Okay.
But like I'm one of those guys, and I'm gonna get flamed for this.
Okay.
I'm one of those guys, and people are gonna kill me for this. I'm one of those guys who's a Yankees fan.
Okay.
But I don't hate the Mets. I want to see them do well.
Right.
I'm a Giants fan.
Right.
But I don't hate the Jets. I want to see them do well. And I'm a Knicks fan, and I like the Nets as well.
Yeah. So you're like me. I'm a New York fan. So I have my teams I root for, but I watch them all. Mets, Nets, Knicks, everybody. So yeah, I'm just a New York fan, really.
They represent New York.
Yeah.
See, that's why I have a problem with both of you, because when you use the word fan, that means you got to pick someone. You got to show loyalty. That's like when you get married. You don't say you're a fan of her. You're a fan of one person.
Right.
That's what you connected to. So you can't be you're a fair weather fan.
I'm loyal to New York.
Yeah.
You're not a fan. You're not a fan. Stop using the word fan. You can say that you like the team. If you're going to be a fan, you got to pick one.
No, you don't have to.
Yeah, you do. That's the definition.
He did pick one. He picked the Knicks, but he still watched the Nets, supports the Nets also.
Wrong with that? I am a New York fan, New York Knicks fan through and through. I am a Jets fan through and through. Do you think
I feel bad for you, by the way?
Yeah, right. I'm at the point of no return. Do you think I would walk around with a Brooklyn Nets paraphernalia being a Knicks fan?
Yeah.
If you got it for free, you would.
Yeah. Right.
Can't do it. Again, you got to pick a side. But look, I understand the point of, I've been to Brooklyn games.
Yeah.
If they're playing the Knicks, who are you cheering for?
But that's when you got to pick a side.
So you got to pick a side then, yeah.
So if the Yankees are playing the Mets, there's no way in hell I'm rooting for the Mets.
You're rooting for the Yankees, right? Yeah, of course.
And if the Giants are playing the Jets, there's no way in hell I'm rooting for the Jets. I'm a Giants fan. I'm rooting for the Giants. The same thing with the Knicks and the Nets. Yeah. I'm a Knicks fan, right? I'm rooting for the Knicks. They're gonna lose, but I'm rooting for them.
Let me put it out there. As far as like the Giants and the Jets, I root for the Giants, right? But I love to watch the Jets because I want to see what they're gonna do wrong.
That's not right.
Sports talk radio is gonna flame them the next morning, so I want to see it happen myself. I know they're gonna get on the next morning, right? That's why I watch the Jets.
No, that's not how it. Then don't say that you're a New York fan, because you're looking for negativity.
I watch them. I'm still watching though. You're watching that train wreck.
Unbelievable. One thing I want to ask you guys before we get on out of here, and tell me if you guys have seen this. this thing called Slap Fest. Are you guys familiar with that?
Slap Fest. I think I know what it is.
Okay,
by their name, but if you describe it, I think I know.
Right, Slap Fest is two individuals, and I've seen women and I've seen men do it. They stand across each other with a table between them, right?
Yeah.
And they stand there and they let the other individual slap them, right?
Yeah,
as hard as they can.
Yeah,
and that is the competition. The one who doesn't fall out or who can take it the best wins the round.
Yeah, like arm wrestling, kind of.
Almost like arm wrestling, right?
Mm-hmm.
A new version of arm wrestling, right?
Yeah.
Now, I would never participate in it. Big G, you might participate in something like that. Because remember, you are accustomed to being slapped. Remember you? Did you have? Wait a minute now.
No,
this is real talk. Wait a minute.
Never get accustomed to getting slapped. Never. No.
Listen, 1994, when we used to work at Caldor.
Okay.
Right? We used to work at Caldor.
Right.
Remember the guy slapped you for putting the pallet in the wrong area?
No, I don't remember this.
He slapped the taste out of your mouth. You like?
No, I don't remember this. No.
You don't remember that?
Who in the world would slap me and just walk away? Yeah, I don't remember that. No.
You don't remember that?
No. He slapped you so hard he forgot.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
That's supposed to happen, right? Yeah.
But I've watched this, and I have to say, it's quite entertaining.
Oh my god!
Wow.
I've seen it with women,
Yeah.
and it's amazing to me of how hard these people get slapped.
Yeah.
You slap me the way I see these people, I'm waiting for you outside.
Right.
I test to nothing.
I saw one contest, right? The first girl slapped the girl hard as ever. So the second girl, it was her turn. Her slap was so weak, I felt bad for her.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so bad.
Yeah.
And I just felt everyone started laughing. She wasn't built for that.
Right. And then they come back and slap you. Now, my question to you guys is there a real winner? Let's say if you go through 10 rounds of getting slapped.
Right.
Right. 10 rounds of getting slapped. Now you're the slap champion.
Right.
You just got slapped like 25 times in that night.
Right.
Oh my god!
Are you really the winner?
You're still standing though. You got slapped all those times in one night. And you're still standing. That shows strength and endurance.
How do you train for something like that?
I don't think you can unless you just practice getting slapped and just hope your face becomes numb after a while.
Right. A few beers is the only way to train for that.
That's how I would do it. I would heavily drink.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, you get slapped and you're gonna fall down. You're drunk.
Yeah, true. That's true. Yeah.
You're gonna fall down. But if you get a chance, YouTube it and look at the technique. There's actual techniques. You see people rock back and forth. They do the,
they're measuring up. Yeah,
and measure up. They're aiming. How wide they hold their fingers.
Yeah,
it's pretty entertaining. Like I said, I wouldn't do it. I've seen people get slapped unconscious.
Oh my god!
And you got some big brawler dudes, and then you got some, You ever heard the expression the bigger they are, the harder they fall?
Yep.
That's right. Yeah.
That's not always true. I saw the biggest brawler dude slap the skinniest dude. Nothing happened to him. And he slapped that big dude. That dude fell out over like 3 people. It's like I said, the size doesn't have anything to do with it. I think it's where you actually get hit. But
no, you were right. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. So his big behind
felt right. Yeah.
Yeah, but when I saw it, I was like, "Oh, he's gonna kill this little dude." But it's funny. Like I said, I happened to stumble across it,
right?
And I wanted to kind of throw it out to you guys to see if you guys ever witnessed anything like that.
Now, can people actually just like wind up? Like, can you just do a 180 and then flip around?
No. You got to be like within a certain distance, and it's almost like Big G said, it's almost like arm wrestling.
Right.
All right.
So you have a podium
zone.
Yeah.
Okay.
It has to be within reason.
So you can't like wind up like the Matrix, just spin all the way around.
No.
To get back.
No, right.
And then come all the way back around like.
No, can't do it.
No, nothing like that. Okay.
That's illegal. It's frowned upon. It's frowned upon.
It's frowned upon.
Disqualification.
Yeah.
Disqualification.
Can't do that.
It's frowned upon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I wanted to kind of get you guys' thoughts on that. Before we get out of here, is there any parting words? I appreciate Artie joining the podcast this week. and give us his.
Always good to see you, man. Always good to see you.
Likewise. I haven't
Yeah.
seen you in a minute.
Yeah.
Man.
So we actually go back, folks, to our old St. John's days.
Yes.
So we have
SJU.
Yeah.
90s crew.
90s
Right.
crew. So we go back a long time. So pleasure.
Team Fab.
Yeah.
Good Team Fab.
Yeah.
Right.
We're intramural basketball champs.
Yes. Yeah.
5-star athletes in here.
Yeah.
Orchestrated by Mr. Guy Ruffin. Yeah.
That's right. Shout out to Guy Ruffin.
Shout out to Guy Ruffin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we definitely have pleasure having you on here. Like I said, this is definitely a way for us to connect, and we appreciate you giving us your insight. Like I said, I haven't walked through Brooklyn in quite some time.
Right.
So now with the things you have taught me or told us, maybe I'll give it a little trip there, because I had to, like I said, but before I used to have to hold my wallet and run.
Right. Not like that. Right. Yeah.
Nowadays it's changed, so
Yes.
glad to hear it. So
a lot of brownstones out there. Trust me.
Yes.
Yeah. So appreciate you having. And folks, look, I got the
nice.
Got the
official,
Real Talk Ghost and Big G t-shirts. Hit us up on Instagram in our bio. Get that merch. We got those shirts for y'all, so definitely check them out when you get a chance. And we appreciate everyone's support and continue you guys for listening. We thank you, and we're gonna keep it going.
All right, before we sign out, do I get a free one as a guest?
You get a free one?
Yeah, do I get a free one as a guest?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Definitely.
We'll iron that out offline. We'll iron that out offline.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Sure. No problem, man.
Ghost to hook you up, man. Looks like.
That's what you do. You come here, you get gifts. Look, why wouldn't I?
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Why wouldn't I? Any parting words, G, you got to say before we run out here?
Baseball season starts tomorrow. Spring training. Go Yankees. We're about to get this thing started. So
it's too early for baseball. It's too early for baseball. Please.
I do want to point out one thing. Big G is a beta tester.
Oh yes, that's right.
Yeah, he's
MLB 21 in the show. They signed me up. I gotta test it out, make sure the game comes out proper when it's released. So yeah, I've been doing my homework.
Yeah,
my feedback.
Yeah, he's got a resident beta tester here. So he when it comes to baseball and gaming, he's the man to talk to. So
make sure it's right. Make sure it's official.
He's gonna have that insight for
y'all.
All
right, so all the listeners out there, if the game sucks, you know who to.
Right. Yeah.
Yep, good stuff. So we'll see you guys again next week. Artie, appreciate you for joining us.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure. I really enjoyed doing this. Hopefully I can jump on again sometime in the future.
Yeah, probably way in the future, but we definitely gonna get you back on.
Like the Matrix feature.
Yeah.
We're
gonna get you back on.
Well, with the way Big G has been battling out from time to time, there might be an opportunity in the next month.
Yeah.
Keep your phone on. Keep your phone on. Keep that phone on. All right.
You remember how Michael and Kelly used to have the show Kelly Ripper?
Yes.
And then Michael left, and they had those guests auditioning.
Yes.
Could be the same factor here.
This is home.
This is home. All right, folks. So
peace out, fellas.
Take care. Episode 147 in the books. See you guys again next week.
Deuces.